Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Spiritual Growth Sessions with me, Cody. Thanks so much for tuning in. I got one amazing tip for you that you should start right away, ASAP, tonight, tomorrow morning, and that is don't go on this bad boy when you first wake up and before you go to sleep. For me personally, I don't get it on. I don't get it on with my phone. I don't get on my phone for the first hour of waking up and about the first half hour or 45 minutes, last half hour, 45 minutes before I go to sleep. You want to know why? Because that stuff is toxic. You should not be hopping on social media, reading the news, checking emails, doing all that stuff, allowing your day to just jump on top of you when you can actually take some space, create some space, and have time for yourself to allow you to set yourself for the intentions for the day and for the night leading into the next day. Stay off your phone. If you need to put it in a separate room, if you need to hide it under your mattress, somewhere where it's a little more difficult for you, do it. I recommend it so hard. When I first started trying to do it, it was actually really difficult for me because I was the type of person, I think like 90% of all people, one of the first thing I did in the morning was I hopped on my phone. First thing, whether it was emails, whether it was Instagram, Twitter, back when I was on that toxic mess, I would check it all the time. Same thing before I went to sleep. I would do one last scroll, one last little wind through of the news, check and make sure all my emails were all good, seeing if I was angry at a family member for their political beliefs, all that type of stuff. And then I just decided, you know what? This shit's toxic. I'm not going to do this anymore. So what I would recommend and I would suggest is when you wake up in the morning, you do some stuff for you first. You do something that allows you to do some self-care that'll actually set the intention for yourself to have a better day. So that could be anything, right? Like sitting down and having a cup of coffee or journaling or meditating or any of other number of things that you hear people talk about we're doing in their morning routine. Do what works best for you, but just make sure your phone is not a part of it. All that technology and all that stuff just clouding your brain in the morning and at night is not good for your mental health. It's not good for your nervous system and your stress and your anxiety. And you want to be able to live a life where you set the parameters and the boundaries of when that toxicness and that stressful stuff is going to come into your life. And you have that ability. You know, so many people just wake up and it is just mindless scrolling. I was one of them. And don't get me wrong, during the election, I lapsed hard back into checking my phone in the morning. It was something where I was like, whoa, I've hopped right back into who I used to be. Like, what am I doing? So I made the intention and I set it again where I don't get on my phone for the first hour. I'm not saying you have to do a whole hour, but I just recommend that you don't check it right away. You know, a lot of people have busy mornings. They feel like they got to check emails right away. Like, oh shit, if I don't respond to this, oh shit, if I don't respond to that, the whole world is going to fall apart. First of all, it's not. Set some time for yourself because you are the most important person in your life. And second of all, maybe wake up just 10, 15, 20 minutes earlier. So then you can set the intention and have the idea that this extra time or this little bit of time is going to be a phone-free zone. Time for you to meditate or do whatever feels, hug your kids, go wake them up, go cook them breakfast. I don't know, go do some laundry. It doesn't matter. Just don't get wrapped up in the technology. You want to be able to live in a life where you are responding, you are setting in motion how your day is going to be going instead of having all of these things coming at you. You know, for me now, when I see my phone in the morning, this is my reaction. I'm like, I want nothing to do with this bad boy in the morning because I know the toxicness that it can bring about and what I allow to come into my life by me doing that. If you go to sleep if you stop going on your phone before you go to sleep for half hour, an hour, maybe you can just spend time with your family. Maybe you can read a book. Maybe you can do some late night journaling, a gratitude list. All of these types of things that really are so valuable to your soul and to your self-care and to your self-love. Affirmations is another great one. Just try it. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do at first because it is addicting. That's why so many people do it. I mean, it's like a dopamine rush. Every time you get adrenaline from, clickbait things or, an email, it's like it's almost like a fix you get. And so you actually have to really have, some want and deep desire to want to do it. So just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. Put your phone outside of your room when you're going to sleep. Put it somewhere far away so you don't have easy access right when you go to bed or right when you wake up in the morning, and just see how much it changes how you look at things. You'll start realizing that you don't need to go on your phone as much. You don't need to be doing the things you're doing, because once you take them away from you and you alleviate some of that stress that it brings, you realize how much toxicness was coming in by you, or by us, by we, us, whatever, being on our phone all the time. So this one tip, just try that. Try to replace that area that you would be on your phone with something else, something chill, something to get the mind right, to get the mood right. None of that, oh, what the hell's going on? What did this family member just say? Oh, none of that stuff. Get off your phone the first thing in the morning and right before you go to sleep, and you will thank yourself. If you like this video, please be sure to share it with somebody. Comment, like, subscribe. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Sunday.